Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Samir and I am representing the Ministry of Higher Education Sri Lanka. Recently, we carried out an investigation to find out that what causes for the rate of fluctuation of unemployment in Sri Lanka. According to the sources from the central bank, it shows that data is collected from 2000 to 2018. As you can see in the picture, there is a fluctuation. So we wanted to find a root cause for this matter. And according to the Ministry of Education, there is an average of 38.75% of the students are being dropped out from the advanced level examination and who will not be qualified for the university education. The data is from 2014 to 2018. As a solution for this matter, we came up with this proposal, the University of Aesthetic Studies. And by implementing this project, two major factors will be benefited. The first one is to give an opportunity for the students who are willing to complete their higher education in aesthetic studies and also who passes the DC ordinary level examination. And the second factor that will be benefited is to fulfill the scarcity of the professional qualified teachers for aesthetic subjects in government schools all over the island. And this is our investment plan for the proposed project. As the Minister of Higher Education, we will provide 30% of the funds required for the proposed project and the balance 70% is expected by the World Bank. This is our project scope. The name of the project is University of Aesthetic Studies and the client is the Ministry of Higher Education, funds by the Ministry of Higher Education and expected by the World Bank. Construction duration of the project is 34 months and the estimated budget is 1.564 billion rupees. This is our organization chart. Here we are under the Infrastructure Development Division and this is our design field. These are the main areas proposed in this project: a dancing school, a youth center, a sports center, a theatre, a Greek architectural arena, a music association, secondary school for music, an auditorium, 50-meter swimming pool with tracks, security rooms and gates, jogging lanes, car park, landscaping and ponds. And these are the facilities that we will provide to save, to do our savings, renting out below facilities to the external community in a specific time period, especially the gym, sports complex, swimming pool and the auditorium as well as the Greek architectural arena. And these are the proposed sustainability concepts that we are going to implement in this project to save energy and also waste management and wastewater treatment and reuse of rainwater. This is the exact location of the land. It's surrounded by some famous institutions like Horizon College, Sidon and Sinhala Maritime Campus. And we have done a risk analysis for this project under the categories of political, economical, social and technological factors. And also we have done a SWOT analysis for this project and we have identified some traits as well as some weaknesses. Under the weaknesses and threats category, we have provided mitigation methods to solve the problems. And under the threats category, as you can see here, the land is located in the flood boundary of the Galle River basin. This is the midpoint is the location of the land, and in the purple color you can see the flood boundary. This is extracted from the Department of Survey in 2018 with the latest updated map. And this is from the Google Street View. These are the exact photos of the location. As you can see in the pictures, the land is marshy and waterlogged. This is how we are going to redevelop this land for the construction activities. Actually, we have to fill this land up because the land is located, as I mentioned earlier, in the flood boundary. So land has to be filled with imported gravel and make up levels up at least up to 1 meter to resist floods in future. And these are the government regulated authorities that we are going to consult. Especially we will consult for planning approvals and also we will comply with the construction activities and the regulations imposed by the Urban Development Authority. And also we will apply for the EIA approval from Central Environmental Authority. And we will consult the Green Building Council of Sri Lanka because we plan to implement green building practices in our project. And also we will consult the Sri Lanka Land Reclamation and Development Corporation because we expect to fill this land and we need to get the approval from SLRDC. And we also consult some other institutions like Ceylon Electricity Board and National Water Supply and Drainage Board. The reason why we contact Ceylon Electricity Board is there is a high tension line going nearby this land, and if something happens in future, so in case we have to consult the Ceylon Electricity Board as a precaution. We will consult the National Water Supply and Drainage Board, and also we will get the approvals because we have to cater a requirement of 3,000 people in the water supply. So there is a line going from Amthale to Colombo, and we need to take the connections from that line as well. So we will consult the National Water Supply and Drainage Board. And these are the main areas proposed in this project: Block A, Block B, and Block C. This is how we done after the construction works, and it is placed exactly on the Google Maps, as you can see. And this is a zoom view of the general layout. Here is Block A, here is Block B, and here is Block C. We have provided generator rooms and waste collection points, water treatment plants, and water tower, and biogas plant, as well as a good landscape. As you can see in the general layout, it's completely green in the city. Let's see what are the proposed sample plans for Block A. We will provide for the ground floor, admin offices, staff office, auditorium, changing rooms, dancing school, toilets, and elevators. For the first floor plan, we will provide dancing school, theatre school. Theatre school means for drama and fine arts, students' toilets, staff toilets, as well as elevators. So let's see for the second floor plan. We will provide staff rooms, staff dining rooms, theatre classes, music classes, students' toilets, staff toilets, and canteen building. Then for the third floor plan, we will provide staff rooms, staff dining rooms, theatre classes, music classes, students' toilets, and staff toilets. Here is a section and the front elevation of the Block A, and here is the side elevation of the Block A. Let's see what are the proposed sample plans for Block B. This is the ground floor plan, and we will provide in the ground floor admin offices, staff office, gym, sports center, changing rooms, toilets, and elevators. Elevators can be allocated to disabled people as well because we have provided enough space in the elevators. And we will provide for the first floor staff offices, youth center, indoor theatre, restroom, changing rooms, toilets, and elevators. And for the second floor plan, we will provide a secondary school for music, toilets, and elevators. And for the proposed areas for the third floor plan is library, exam halls, exam offices, toilets, and elevators. And this is a section and the front elevation of Block B. And this is the side elevation of Block B. Let's see what are the sample proposal plans for Block C. This is the typical arrangement from ground floor to 7th floor. The first 4 number of floors will be available for the ladies, and from 4th floor to 7th floor it will be available for the gents. And in each floor we will provide rooms, kitchen, elevators, guard room, and toilets. And this is the front elevation of the building, that's Block C. And this is a section, and this is the side elevation of Block C. Let's see the project program. This is what we expect as the project program. We have categorized the project program into 3 stages, likewise initial stage, construction stage, and final stage. And in the initial stage, we have distributed the cost here. We will, as the client, we will contribute 90% of the required required budget to initiate the project, and balance 10% is expected by the World Bank. And in the construction stage, we have divided the cost according to our calculations, and it is a cash flow that is expected, but that is changed. And I will invite Ms. Hansen to continue with this.
Thank you. Let's continue with our previous unit. And since the general summary, including log A, log B, and log C, and is the total amount for our University of Aesthetic Design project, and it will take 1.5 million rupees. So let's move to our sustainable measures in this project. So we introduce solutions for higher energy consumption in this project, and kilowatt-hour per month, it will take 2.6 million per month, and it will be cost as 38 million rupees. And we plan to reduce the electricity cost, and we introduce some systems, some solar systems for lighting fittings. So as a renewable energy, we introduce solar panels for rooftops. So we plan to cover the units for lighting needs more than 5 lakhs, and it means more than 8 million rupees. And we plan to introduce a net metering system with our solar panels, and thereafter we can self-generated units for national grid, and we can generate early. It's more than 151 million annually. And this is the solution for higher water consumption in that project. Water consumption per month is more than 2.9 liters, 2.9 million liters, and monthly water consumption cost will be nearly more than 5 millions. And after analyzing, we knew that total consumption for gardening, bathing, and washing is more than 1.6 million liters, and thereafter we introduced a small scale wastewater treatment plant to treat this grey water and reuse it for this gardening, washing, and bedding works. And the typical diagram for our water treatment plant, we introduced this system for recycled water as a percentage 57% from the total usage, and we can save the money, and it will be a very considered, and it is more than 40 million rupees. And this is another step for minimize the cost for water, and another sustainable concept, rainwater harvesting. We plan to collect rainwater to our rooftops, and this is the equal plan and standards for rainwater harvesting. We knew that rainfall to Maldives region is more than 1 millimeter per year, and hence our area is more than 3,000 square meters, and we can collect, we can harvest more than 85,000 per year, and annual saving is more than 170,000 per year. And this is the solution for higher waste production, and it can reduce the energy consumption for cooking purposes. So 1 ton of organic waste can produce 20 cubic meters of biogas, and we use this system for generate 48 cubic meters of biogas. And this is the sample diagram for our biogas system. And as average cost for petroleum gas consumption per person is more than 500 rupees. So through this biogas system we can save more than 83 million rupees annually. And ladies and gentlemen, I like to introduce our opportunities for develop young skills and energy in this green energy process. So we include gym, swimming pool, sports center for this project. We can get a earning from this gym, and annual income will be 6 lakh. And this and it is include swimming pool also, and generate income annually more than nearly 6 lakh. So I invite to Ms. Sinhala for academic this presentation.
you have an idea about our project and what we are going to do. If you have any concerns, please pose.
Yeah, sure. It's a superb presentation, I have to say, right? We admire it. Right? Even I have nothing to ask, like, right? And the colors that you are using for the presentation, very appreciated, right? Is clear. And the time management especially nice. And always I saw what you give the source, right? Citation, like, because it's not your idea have taken from somewhere else and give the kind of authority to that particular scientific person. It's admirable. And someone I have to say something to you. Your presentation skill is very nice, very calm and quiet. And you float the whole presentation into from a certain point to the required point, right? You take the question where the question is at, right? You talk about the schooling and the other results and all, and you taken it nicely to the point why we need such kind of a aesthetic campus, right? It's nicely presented. It's admirable. And one drawback what I identified is again the tendering part, because you talk about some kind of post-contractual activities also, therefore kind of a specific unique building. You have to say something about this thing part and go to this the cost plan. Is this for the whole project?
For the
Whole project. That means not only for these 3 blocks.
No, this is actually block A includes these areas. We have areas of whole amount 3 blocks divided.
1.5.
This is actually the rates are taken from previous university project.
Brilliant.
Yes.
I have no words to say.
We have nothing to talk about. We have
You
nothing
have
to
nothing to
ask.
ask from you.
Everything you covered in the presentation.
That's what I request from you. That what actually we want to see. Excellent approach. Nice, very nice. That approach is excellent and good justification for the problem. You provide some justification, not of you very deep information. Just say.
You talk about the surface level, but in very detail.
Detail. That's what we require actually. But I saw some kind of small. I need to get some kind of clarifications about these things. You talking about the biogas? Can you go to the biogas? Yeah, that's all. The average cost for the LPG consumption per person per month. Where did you take from this amount? Value? Any sources? Don't you remember?
Gas consumption, standard payment.
There is a standard table. Okay. So that's better if you can provide that one as well in the source as well. Because these kind of details if you are taking from where? Because I know about the per capita demand for water treatment and other things. Yes, there may be, but for the rupees, I don't know. I didn't see any. So that's why I asked from you. And risk metrics. Risk matrix. So in risk matrix, you are talking about the general details which will be problems in future. It's like mind injuries, low attention. So this is the theoretical part. But if you should match these things with your project. That kind of things you have to improve in next time. And please go to slide. And occupational health and safety. So you are totally talking about the construction. But in here we have to see that post-construction. That's been at the functioning stage, not the construction stage. So these are the things you have to change, or you have to do some kind of actually change in next time. But anyhow,
whatever the position that you are now in, you are not no need to bother about
these
this
kind
kind
of
of
things,
things.
yeah.
Because another person will be taking the responsibility.
Actually, contractor will
Only code, yes. You are passing the code.
yeah. So you are just only supervising that part. So these are not needed. But anyhow, that's a pretty nice presentation.
And you are the construction program also admirable.
Yeah.
So it is very simple, right? But you talk about the pre-construction stage, especially that whatever these approvals and these things, and you take it.
Yeah. So
I'm not right.
thank you very much.